When you have reached the required height of your shaft, your work should look something like this. As I said, it tightens up a bit, but that's okay because the pattern is really super flexible. So don't be surprised if it feels a bit cramped now or something. We are now starting our heel wall. That means we knit with the 4th needle. Our first needle, as it appears, has 6 stitches knit and then 6 stitches purl. So, let's turn the whole work around. Since these 2 needles are now set aside, we will now knit our heel flap only with the needle straight up. We start the first round by knitting all the stitches purlwise. We also knit the first and the last stitch, meaning we are not knitting any edge stitches, but really all stitches purlwise, so that our heel appears smooth and knit on the front. Then you turn the work around and knit all the stitches on the right side. You do this as many times as the number of stitches you have on these 2 loops. That means, in my case, I had 12 stitches on each needle, so I'm now knitting 12 straight up, which means 6 knit stitches and 6 purl stitches. Once you've done that, I'll show you how the heels continue. After the 12 rounds, your heel wall should look like this. We will now begin the acceptance rounds. These are always knitted on the left side and work like this. You always decrease the first 2 and the last 2 stitches by knitting them together on the left. This means you insert your needle as if to knit a purl stitch, but not only into the first stitch, but also into the second stitch, and then knit both stitches together as if they were one purl stitch. You have already turned 2 left stitches into 1 left stitch. Knit the rest of the row simply in purl until the last 2 stitches. Knit the last 2 stitches together again, which means to pass through both stitches and knit them together as if they were one purl stitch. Then you turn the work around again and knit the right round, all stitches as they appear, and you do this without any decreases. You will repeat this until you have only 12 stitches left on the needle in my case, which means as many stitches on the needle as you have on these 2 needles. Until then, have fun! Your heel wall should now look like this. It gathers a bit at the top. We will now start finishing the heels. For that, you need to pick up stitches. This is the only slightly tricky part of my sock, but it is definitely doable for beginners. I'll show it to you. You will insert your needle into the first stitch from the bottom up right here, and now pick up every second stitch. You don't stab here, but rather in the one after the next. Pick up every second stitch from the bottom to the top. It's a bit tight and a bit fidgety now, but the advantage is that you'll really have a nice heel without holes afterwards. I find that the heel also goes relatively quickly compared to a cap heel, or something like that. Really just pick up every second stitch. So you have picked up the stitches. Now just stretch it to the right. So you've already recorded one side. Good, it looks like this. Really very beautiful, nicely even and without any holes. In my opinion, it is really suitable for beginner sock knitters. Second and third needles knit just as they appear, following our pattern. Just normal, 6 stitches knit, 6 stitches purl in alternation. So here you actually do the same as on the other side. You take a needle again, insert into the first stitch right at the corner here. We pick up every second stitch from the bottom to the top now. We will insert from the bottom up into the second stitch. And after you have determined your gauge, you simply knit these again on the right side. So, and now you have also picked up your stitches here. Now you basically have one needle too many on your knitting needles. That's quite simple too. You have 12 stitches here. That means you're now knitting 6 more with the current needle. And then stretch the others here with your future first needle. Now you stretch this needle with this needle. Knit all stitches to the last 2 stitches, which we will knit together. So we will stretch both of them to the right together. This means we don't insert the needle into the first stitch, but into the second, going through the first stitch and creating a judge stitch from 2 knit stitches. Stretch needles 2 and 3 again as usual, following the pattern row. On our 4th needle, we knit the first 2 stitches together. It works the same way at the back, so don't poke into this stitch, but rather a second one through both stitches. And just like that, you've turned 2 knit stitches into 1 knit stitch. You stretch the other stitches as they appear. So, you will repeat this round after round now. That means you always knit a round at your heel, a decrease round, as I just showed you, which means knit all the stitches on the right except for the last 2 here, so that you get a nice straight heel edge. The second round is always done without decreases, meaning you knit all the stitches as they appear. Then another round of decreases, alternating until you have the same number of stitches on all 4 needles. Then I'll show you how the foot works. So, my dear, your sock should look like this now. As you can see, the heel has no holes and is evenly fitted, and it really wasn't that difficult at all. I will show you how to continue knitting the foot and the toe in my next video. I'll link that for you up here. Till then, I wish you lots of fun with knitting,